आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू बैठे रहो, यूं ही पहलू बैठे रहो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। तुम ही सोचो जरा, तुम ही सोचो जरा, क्यों ना रोके तुम्हें जान जाती है जो उठ के जाते हो तुम, जान जाती है जो उठ के जाते हो तुम, तुमको अपनी कसम जान जा, बात इतनी मेरी मान लो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो।
That was a wonderful performance. Hello everyone and welcome to our show Changing Tunes. I am Rishika Sadam, your host for today. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to two young aspiring musicians, Sriram Ravishankar and Amit Anand. Sriram has been learning and composing music since he was 6. And Amit Anand comes basically from a family of musicians. He has won 2 International Kannada Music Awards for his composition. So, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Rishika.
So, you are basically a music composer, right? You compose music.
Yes.
So, can I refer to you as a band?
We are a band, and
Yeah.
sometimes we are disbanded, sometimes we are
Okay.
band-aid.
Band-Aid.
So, how did you guys get associated?
I was actually doing the music for an ad, and I wanted a new arranger for
Mhm.
myself. And his music teacher was my good friend.
Okay.
His name is Harsha Jade. So he referred Amit to me, and since then we've never looked back.
Oh, that's nice. And Amit, you are a professional, right? Yeah.
I'm into music completely.
So, how difficult and how acceptable is it to consider a career in music?
It's very easy. You should know your target audience. You should know, see, even music is a ocean. There are different genres and you must know what you want to do. You can do all the things that music has to offer, music industry has to offer. It could be, you can go on and become a film musician, or you can go and become a session musician. So there are different destinies.
You just told me that you are an engineer,
Yeah.
and that's how you shifted to music.
Yeah.
So how difficult was it for you to shift from engineering to music?
It wasn't very difficult. There's this phase where every artist has to work for free and give himself to other musicians and give his talent to other musicians for free. You don't get paid. There is that phase where you need to project yourself more than looking at financials. So I used this engineering phase as that time during which I played for so many musicians, and but I wanted to make sure that by the time I'm out of engineering, I should be established as a pianist and a music composer, and I really achieved that, because by the time everyone got to know that I was done with my engineering and I was into music for professionally, then people started recognizing me and they started respecting me as a musician. So
Sriram, what do you do apart from music composition?
I'm a media study student. I write.
Okay. So are you thinking to pursue a full-time career in music?
It's like a dichotomy, I would say.
Mhm.
You can't do full-time music without media, and you can't survive in media without music.
Yeah,
At
they
least
go
for
hand
me.
in hand. Yeah. So do you think Bangalore provides a good platform for
Bangalore is awesome.
if you
Bangalore is
consider
awesome.
metros like Bombay, you have I mean the level of music, and there are a lot of bands, and how difficult do you think it's to get a recognition at least in Bangalore?
See, right now times are changing, and it's not like Mumbai is the platform for you to go and to be, because Bangalore is catching up so fast that now for the newer talents that's coming in, you don't have to go to Mumbai to be the big star.
can I just
Yeah, sure.
just improvise on what he said? Remember, I was telling in the beginning that you need to know your target.
Exactly,
audience.
where do you want to stand at?
So if you want to be a jazz musician, then I would say Mumbai is the place in India.
Correct.
So yes, that's where this thing comes in. Like, if I want to be a jazz pianist, I want to be a jazz musician, then yes, there are opportunities in Bangalore. I don't deny that.
Correct.
But Mumbai is a much more happening place for jazz.
What kind of music do you guys usually compose? You follow a particular genre, or is it like
I don't think so. Really.
Yeah.
you just told me if you want to be a jazz musician, then Bombay is a place.
Yes.
You've chosen Bangalore. Is there any reason, or what kind of music do you
If I
usually?
can throw some light on this, can I? India is, as I said, is a very diverse country, and I don't think to survive as a musician, this is the secret. You can stick to, it's not a country where you can stick to one genre and survive as a musician.
Yeah.
That's for sure. If you are in other countries and you can just do one thing, be a jazz pianist and perform all over and settle. But then as a musician, as a composer, I have done hip hop, I have done trance, I have done classical, I have done devotional. So I think this is where our country stands out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite you've done? I mean, if you've composed in so many different genres, which one is your favorite?
I think, speaking for himself also, the two of us are mostly Indian.
Yeah.
It's like, I always keep saying this to Amit, it's like the two of us have an Indian heart, but we have a Western mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Actually, play a song right now. Could you actually perform one for our viewers?
Talking about Pioneer so much.
Yeah, well, that's my
Yeah.
favorite too. So I like this. So
Let's do this.
yeah, sure.
थारे आशिक ने पहचान करो बेहद प्यार थारे आशिक ने पहचान करो बेहद प्यार थारे आशिक ने पहचान करो बेहद प्यार हर पल तेरा एहसास आहटों से न भरा ये प्यार पाए लिया शोले जिगर में जैसे मिले तेरी नजरों से पायलिया, हाँ पायलिया मेरी पायलिया, पायलिया 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 मेरी पायलिया, पायलिया तेरी गहराइयों से सजी मेरी तन्हाई, समझा ना पाऊं ये है इश्क की बेकरारी, बहू मेरी तू मेरा ही किरार, डरता है दिल तुम्हें ना इनकार, पायलिया मेरी पायलिया, पायलिया 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 मेरी पायलिया, पायलिया पायलिया ख्वाहिश है कि तेरी तमन्नाएं पूरी करूं, हसरतें ना सही तेरी जिंदगी में शामिल हूँ, पायलिया 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 हाल दिल बेचैन जाने कब से है, करवटें लेना चाहूं जवाब तो बोलो मेरी पायलिया, तो बोलो मेरी पायलिया, तो बोलो मेरी पायलिया, तो बोलो मेरी पायलिया, पायलिया।
That was beautiful. I mean, it was awesome. So you told me that Paella was a long journey. I mean, making of Paella was really long.
Yes.
And so what was the most memorable moment while you actually made Paella?
There are actually three moments that I think I would cherish through the entire journey of Paella. Even you don't know this. The thing is, the first memory I think I will cherish forever is Paella took me almost 3.5 months to make,
Oh,
because once you know what to do with a song, you don't know how to do it. Once you know how to do it, you don't know what to put in, and once you start putting in, you don't know if you're overdoing it.
true.
So once I found the right balance of everything, it's like everything was a jigsaw puzzle and magically fell into place. I think that was the first memory I'll cherish. The second is doing the track on my laptop, and once we took it to the studios, I did a demo track, finished everything, and then on this track I'm really privileged to have Shruti Kamath ma'am, who played the sitar for us. She's one of Bangalore's finest.
Yeah.
She just heard the song and she was like, yeah, it's a catchy song, but what do you want me to do on this? I'm like, ma'am, try to fit in your instrument into my song so it can beautify it. because the reason why we used the sitar was it represents the typical Indian sound,
Your heart.
Absolutely.
your heart. Correct.
Which is Indian.
So once we got in and she finished playing it, and it's like it sounded on another level altogether. And I think the last memory I will cherish is it's like two halves. So the first half is Amit and I, when we were doing the instrumental version of Paella. It was like I was just telling him, Amit, can we do this? Can we do that? When we were doing it, we were not thinking of the output. We were just doing it. And after he finished his session and after he left, when I just sat and I listened to it in the studio, me being the composer of the song, I myself was almost in splits. And then the other part was when I was at his place and when we were trying to beautify the song and when we orchestrated the entire song.
Yeah, that was,
That took the song to an entirely different
Level. But Sriram has told us 3 memories which you basically didn't know. So what about you? What is the memory you cherish actually?
the entire process of recording Paella. I was there when we recorded sitar. And we did compose few hooks on the
Hooks,
spot
yeah.
in the studio. And the thing is, he knows everything. So because it's
you can't say it because it's so momentary, and if you want to be a composer and if you have a plan for yourself, you're going to fail because you need to really be open to the
Yeah.
moment and
I'm
you just
okay.
need to
If I
take
have
what
to
it
say,
comes.
then I would say then thanks to Sriram for his openness in accepting others' creativity, which is usually rare. You know, when you do a song, it's like, I want it this way, boss. I just want you to deliver this to me. But then he was very open to
Very
my
open to changes,
creativity,
yes.
her creativity. And that's nice. It's very nice of him, I would
And the entire package. So we'll take a quick break and we'll continue this discussion. So we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back to know more. Stay tuned.
Music is for me a very beautiful form of expression, and it is personally my favorite form of expression. I've always been very inspired by music. I've been listening to music for as long as I can remember, and I've been playing violin since I was 6 years old. And the popular musicians who I've been most influenced by would be the Beatles. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be.
Welcome back. We have Sriram Ravishankar and Amit Anand with us. So tell us, from the time you've started, do you think there's been a shift in the music in Bangalore, the way people view it or the way people actually accept it?
You answer first, me answer first.
You answer first.
I think you answer first.
Okay, Amit.
Yes,
Okay.
there has been a shift. Lot of new things have come in. I'm very happy with the way concerts are taking its shape. Basically, it used to be, international concerts. Bangalore has been a very good destination for that, of course, right from as far as I think 2000. Even before that,
Yeah.
a lot of international artists have come. But then that kind of
Stand up.
arrangements and it could be the lighting, it could be the stage. That kind of planning has now come down to even the Bollywood performances or our national artist performances. So that's a good thing. Concerts are happening nicely, and a lot of ticketed concerts happen. So that's
Yes, absolutely.
opening up to the fact that it's important to pay for a music show. And Bangalore, if you're very specific about Bangalore, then I would say, like I said before, it has opened up to a lot of genres.
It really has.
Amazing musicians, world-class musicians. Some of the musicians here truly belong to that family of world-class musicians. There is this knowledge about getting the right sound in the concert, or people really looking up to understanding the sound, how a song has to sound, and all those things. I think there's been a lot of maturity.
So you have composed a few jingles for ads, and you also perform for corporates like Emphasis and Mindtree. So, do you think there's been a shift, like, music in collaboration with corporates and advertising, more of advertising into music?
See, the only predominant change I think I would say we are noticing of late is that before it used to be really fancy to go to a concert. It used to be like you're sitting in a magical world. But now music along with movies are becoming more realistic, because now people are smart. It can't be like if a person's going from one end to the other and we give a harp, they know that's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you actually make contacts, to how do you advertise yourselves? How do you actually get the social recognition? These contacts and PRs and...
Now it's become very easy.
Yeah.
Thanks to technology.
Social media.
Social media, yeah. I've come all the way because of, if I can mention the names, then I did Facebook, Twitter, YouTube basically.
Yeah.
And every artist now has the freedom to express his emotions through his own music, through his own platforms. I don't have to depend on a producer now for him to fund, or I don't have to depend on a label, because all that concept is slowly fading away.
That there's a mutual contacts and
Yeah, mutual contacts and again...
friends and this that.
Okay, so we would actually ask you to sing another song for us.
हर घड़ी बदल रही है धूप जिंदगी, छाँव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी, हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो, घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी, छाँव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी, हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो। चाहे जो तुम्हें मिलता है वो मुश्किल से, ऐसा जो कोई कहीं है, बस वही सबसे हंसी है, उस हाथ को तुम थाम लो, वो मेहरबान कल हो न हो, हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो।
That was nice.
Thank you so much.
So, Amit, I have a question too. Yeah. So, what artist have you basically collaborated with? And do you anyway think that Bangalore is dominated with international artists? Or?
If you are talking about film music, then yes, there has been this tradition or trend of having singers from outside the state coming in and singing our songs, Kannada movie songs, which is good. That is a sign of globalization. And again, which is one way bad, because our singers are suffering from opportunities.
Absolutely.
Lack of opportunities.
So, Sriram, you have taken baby steps into this industry. So, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
college. Still learning music. Yeah, because
No, career-wise, with
Career-
respect to
see-
music.
that was just a joke. But still, career-wise, I think I would want to see myself as a proper self-efficient composer.
Well, that was great having you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
Pleasure.
hope you all like this show. For more news, for more of this show, you can log on to CityCast and watch the entire episode. Thank you.